Welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be doing the technical analysis for Bitcoin for swing traders and for day traders. The reason why I'm only doing Bitcoin today is that the other two instruments that I trade, Ether and Litecoin, currently there's not that much volume or volatility. So because of that, I can't make a lot of money. But Bitcoin, on the other hand, is the one that's been moving. Over the last few days, if you follow us on Twitter, you've been noticing that I tweeted out that there's not that much range, there's not that much volatility, except for Bitcoin. So you have to be very, very patient in your setups and not chase. Because a lot of times, beginning traders, they can only make money when there's a lot of volatility. Because they get in, and then it takes off, and then they make a lot of money. But when things are channeling, if things are going a little bit slower, they get a little bit impatient, and they make bad decisions. So let's talk about Bitcoin on a medium-term level. So our medium-term trend changed on February 14th. Our long-term trend changed from sell to neutral a couple days ago. And so we've had two long trades, swing trades on Bitcoin, and we've done pretty well. And this morning we just entered a trade at 10,770. If you follow us on TradingView, you know that a couple of hours ago I posted an idea about a pending swing trade that's coming up. And my entry was 10,750. I got filled at 10,770. So let's talk about the setup today. This morning, Bitcoin was going down. It was down about 1,000 at one point, and people were saying this is the beginning of the end again. You know, it's going back to a bull market. I mean, a bear market. Sorry. But sometimes, you know, the reason why I put up the ATRs, and I told you this as it was going down and as it was going back up, that there's no reason to get excited about 1,000-point moves, because the daily average true range is 1,100. So when things go up 1,000 or when things go down 1,000, for Bitcoin, that's just an average day. So we have to understand that that's part of the volatility. And that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy trading Bitcoin, because it has such nice range. So on a given basis, you can make some money, because it's hard to catch the bottom or the top. So if the range is 1,100 and you don't catch the bottom, but you catch near the bottom, let's say at a 200 level, and then you let it go, it goes up about like 1,000, but maybe you give it some room and it goes back up, and then you put a trailer, you put a trailing stop loss at like 200, then what ends up happening is that you end up making $500-600, right? Which is a good percentage. You know, 5-6% on a daily basis isn't so bad. So that's the key to trading, is that you need something that has a little bit more volatility so that you can, you know, make some money, because you can't catch the tops and the bottoms on a consistent basis. All right, so let's look at this trade here and my setup. So I waited for it to go to the bottom. The bottom of the range was exactly at the 200 EMA, which has also happened to be the bottom of the daily ATR. It was really close. The daily ATR, once again, is 1108, and today's range was 1098. So very, very within 1%. That's pretty good. So it bounced off, but I waited for my signal. I waited for confirmation, and when it came in, I put in a trade. Right now, my stop loss is going to be at the bottom. It's going to be a little bit wide because my target is 11,800. So I'm looking for a 2-to-1 ratio. So if I get it at 10,770, that means that I have the possibility of making 1,000, which is about 9%. So I need to give it some room. So if I want to make 1,000, I want to be able to give myself about a $400 or $500 cushion. So for me, that is a little bit past the 4-hour ATR, which is a very good sign, because that means that I'm giving myself plenty of room just in case anything happens. So here, I put my stop loss at 10,250, so giving myself a bit of space. So let's look at the short-term trade. So our short-term looks pretty good. So we made 4 consecutive winners in a row on Bitcoin over the last 4 days. So that's been going very well. And this morning we entered the trade at 10,408. Currently Bitcoin is at 10,800. So we have a bit of a profit. My stop loss though is at 10,450. So what I'm doing is I'm trailing it by the 4-hour ATR. So I don't want to keep it too tight, because I feel like it can go back up to the highs of yesterday, which is around 11,000, which is our red line up here. And even further, I feel like I can go up to our green line, which is at 11,800. So if it breaks here once again and starts to continue going higher, then that would be the perfect place for us to get out. Because things don't just go up, straight up all the time. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. As long as we have higher lows and higher highs, then our waves are continuing to confirm. Let's talk about the video that I put in yesterday. So if you look at the video very carefully, especially for my short term, you'll see what I put in here. I put in this little blue area called the ideal buy zone, because I had been kicked out over here on a trailer because of this one big candle. It came up and I didn't want to chase it because there hasn't been that much range. So the range was 1108 and it had already gotten pretty little bit long. So I didn't want to get in at 10,900, 10,950, right? Just so I can make, you know, because our target was at around 11,020, just so I can make a couple $100. So I just wanted to just stay patient. So if you look at the video carefully, you'll see that this is here. I didn't just put this here today, right? I put this here yesterday. So in my projections, what I said to myself was, if it goes up and it comes back down, right? Where could it come down to? And where would my ideal situation be to enter? So I created this little zone. And I came in a little bit close to it because I thought it was going to change color, but it didn't. So I waited for confirmation, and when it did, then I entered. I was a little bit off, right, by like 50 bucks, but that's okay. So now I'm pretty profitable. I'm going to trail it, give it a little bit more room. But once it gets to here, once it gets to about 11,000, then I'm going to start trailing it a little bit tighter and tighter and tighter, just in case we have a snapback like we did yesterday.